Hello friends, welcome to Insights ICANN initiative. In today's video, we are going to discuss about India-France relations. You know that friends, our Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited France as a part of the French National Day celebrations. First, we will discuss about how it is related to syllabus, that is syllabus mapping. It is related to General Studies Paper 2, International Relations. India and its bilateral relations. Here, India and French relations we are discussing. And in this video, we are going to cover, these are the areas we are going to touch upon, such as, first, why it is in news. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi visit to France. That is the reason it is in news. Next, we will discuss about Bastille Day Parade. What does it mean? Then we will discuss about India-France ties and what are the key outcomes of our Prime Minister visit. Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor. It is the highest civilian award of the France. In the same way, recently, our Prime Minister received the highest award, such as Order of the Nile. Order of the Nile. It received from which country? Try to answer. Order of the Nile is received from which country? Then, Scorpion class submarines and Rafale fighter jets. So, these are the areas we are going to discuss in this video. So, before we cover further, first we will see. So, India and French relations. First, we have to know where the France is located. If you look at here, the France is located in Europe, and the France is sharing border with the Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, and Italy. It is having border with the Mediterranean Sea, and it is also sharing border with the Bay of Biscay. It is separated from UK through English Channel. Here you find the state of Dover. State of Dover. So, this is some of the geographical information related to France. And in this slide, you will see French President is presenting the highest order of the France to our Indian Prime Minister. This is the highest order. Okay, the order of the Cross of Legion of Honor. Okay, we will discuss about that. And the 13th highest award was presented by Egypt. Now our Prime Minister received the 14th highest award from a nation. Okay, 14th highest award of the nation. In this one, you will see in 1916, Indian Army participated in the French National Day celebrations in 1916. Now it is in 2023. So now we are going to discuss about further information regarding this particular topic, students. Okay. First, we will see India-France. India-France relations we are going to discuss. India-France. Here one question to you, students. Which are the words we borrowed from France which are present in the preamble of the Indian Constitution? Which words in the preamble of Indian Constitution we inspired from France? Okay. So in the India-France relation, first you have to know, in 1947, for the first time, bilateral relations between India and France. Bilateral relations between India and France started. After then, in 1998, when Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, during that time, both countries, they elevated their strategic relation to, their bilateral relation to strategic relations, strategic relationship. It was in 1998. Now we are commemorating 25th anniversary of such strategic relations. 25th anniversary we are celebrating. And for the next 25 years, okay, by 2047, we want to enhance relations between India and France. That was declared in the form of the Horizon 2047 roadmap. Horizon 2047 roadmap, which was declared. Okay. As a part of this, in which areas we are expecting further cooperation, we will discuss. Apart from this one, we will discuss further information regarding this visit. Apart from the strategic relations, both India and France, we agreed on certain areas such as the reduction or in fact abolition of the single-use plastic. Our commitment to eliminate the single-use plastic. On that, both countries, we declared a common declaration. Then we also discussed about a roadmap for Indo-Pacific cooperation. roadmap for Indo-Pacific cooperation. So this was also discussed, roadmap for Indo-Pacific cooperation. Apart from this, our Prime Minister participated in the Bastille Day celebrations. Okay, Bastille's Day celebrations. We'll discuss about Bastille's Day celebration further as we are discussing the notes. And our Prime Minister honored with, okay, the Prime Minister honored with Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor. Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor. Legion of Honor. He was awarded with the French highest award. Before Prime Minister, so very prominent people awarded by this honor, okay, such as Nelson Mandela, okay, Angela Merkel, and Eisenhower, Winston Churchill. Those are the great prominent people. They were honored with this award. Okay, so these are some of the things, and of course, defense. So both countries agreed that France is going to export Rafale fighter jets, such as Marine Rafale fighter jets we are going to purchase from France, as well as we are going to manufacture Scorpion submarine. We are going to manufacture Scorpion submarines, joint venture, Scorpion submarine joint venture in India. Okay, so these are the various areas been discussed. 1947 bilateral relations started, and they elevated to strategic relations in 1998. Now we are celebrating the 25th anniversary, and towards 2047 both countries agreed on Horizon 2047 roadmap. Other agreements such as single-use plastic, elimination of single-use plastic, and the roadmap for Indo-Pacific cooperation. Bastille's Day celebrations. In the celebrations, the Prime Minister participated, and Prime Minister awarded with the Grand Honor of the Legion of Honor. Then defense agreements such as Rafale fighter jets, Marine, and manufacturing of Scorpion submarines. So these are the various areas we are going to discuss in this video. Why it is in news? Our Prime Minister paid official visit to the France, and he participated in the Bastille Day parade. It held generally every year 14th of July every year, students. Actually, the Bastille Day, it has some historic reasons. This Bastille Day parade, actually, so it commemorated the 14th July 1789. On 14th July 1789, so the people who were fed up with the king rule in France, they attacked this Bastille, and even whoever the in charge of that Bastille, the person was hanged to death. Okay, so he was beheaded. Next year in 1990, this Bastille Day parade was commemorated on the celebrations of Bastille, this breakage. It was, we can compare with, like, in 1857, when Mangal Pandey was hanged to death, few soldiers, they broke out from the jail. In that fashion, this Bastille Day was happened. So on 14th of July 1789. Actually, this Bastille Day can be said as it is the beginning of the end of the monarchy in French, and it was the beginning of the French Revolution, which given a famous slogan such as liberty, equality, and fraternity. And it was this Bastille Day also known as National Day, or like Fête Nationale Francaise. Popular slogans of French Revolution we have seen, and this day particularly it symbolized as a unity of French people, this Bastille Day. Historical relations. 1947, both countries, they started their diplomatic relations, we discussed, and we enhanced our diplomatic relations into strategic relations in 1998. Later, the very recent one, we purchased 36 Rafale fighter jets, and even the India and France agreed to construct nuclear reactors, European pressurized water reactors in Jaipur. This was also one of the major breakthrough between the countries. In terms of defense, if you look at the years 2017 to 2024, between these years, France is the second highest, okay, in terms of defense imports to India. Okay, first one is USA. Majorly from France, we are getting the Scorpion submarine and Rafale fighter jets. Actually, Rafale fighter jets, they were made in France, and in the ready-made condition, they are importing to India. Whereas Scorpion submarines, technology transfer was happened, and they are manufacturing in India only. Okay, Majgaon dock, where these are manufacturing. With France, we are having this military exercise, such as Varuna, Navy, and Air Force, Garuda, and Army, Shakti. And the joint, okay, both Indian manufacturing company, Tata, as well as the French manufacturing company, Airbus, they announced for the joint manufacturing of the C-295 tactical transport aircraft in Vadodara, Gujarat. This is also the joint venture between the India and France. Same like Hero Honda, India and Japan, Maruti Suzuki. In that way, it is the joint venture between the Indian and French company. In terms of defense, as I mentioned earlier, Rafale marine fighter jets 26 and 3 Scorpions submarines are going to be manufactured in India. This one is the technology transfer, and manufacturing is going to be in India. And in terms of climate change, already India and France, we initiated a program known as International Solar Alliance, ISA. If you remember, please comment where is the headquarter of the International Solar Alliance. Apart from this, India and France, we also announced that in 2022, we announced a roadmap on green hydrogen. That means to cooperate on the green hydrogen technologies. You know that students in India, brown hydrogen and the grey hydrogen use is much abundant compared to the green hydrogen. Recently, green hydrogen mission also mentioned in the budget. In 2022, both nations signed roadmap on the blue economy as well as the ocean governance. That means it mainly related to the oceans and how to leverage the oceans for our economy. Key outcomes in this agreement. Our Prime Minister awarded with the highest civilian award of the France. This award was initiated by Napoleon Bonaparte, and this award will be given to any person who done exceptional service to the French. Okay, and in terms of their French national or any foreign national as well. Same like Bharat Ratna. We give Bharat Ratna to Indians as well as the foreigners also. 25 years. As we started the strategic relations in 1998, it is the 25th anniversary, and both nations declared horizon, okay, 2047 horizon for the roadmap of India and France. This 2047, it is going to mark 100 years of independence, India's independence, and 100 years of diplomatic relation between the India and France, because we started the diplomatic relations in 1947. And 2047 also signifies 50 years of the Indo-French strategic partnership, which started in 1998. Okay, it is based on 3 pillars such as security and sovereignty and partnership for the planet. It is mainly based on the environment and partnership for the people. Here both countries are going to improve the people-to-people connectivity between the nations. And we also launched the India-France Indo-Pacific roadmap. Here both India and France, they agreed on joint strategic vision of India and France cooperation in the Indian Ocean region. It is all about we cooperate each other in the Indo-Pacific region. You know that students, China hegemony is increasing in the Indo-Pacific region, and we are already countering that with the help of USA in the form of Quads and Malabar Navy exercise and Indo-Pacific economic framework. Here, so in terms of Indo-French development fund for third countries in this area, and joint financing of sustainable development projects in the Indo-Pacific region, and setting up of the Indo-French health campus for the Indo-Pacific region. Here I'll ask one question. There is one island which is near to Madagascar, which is administered by France. So what is the name of that island which is present in Indian Ocean, which is directly administered by the France? And we both nations committed for the elimination of the single-use plastic. You know students, every year so lot of this around 400 million tons of single-use, this plastic is being generated. To overcome that, we have to replace the single-use plastic with some sort of alternative ones. And even in India, in certain beaches, we ban the single-use plastic, and those beaches even they got the certification of the this blue flag certification as well. Development finance. Both countries agreed that 100 million euros for the city investment to innovate, integrate, and sustain 2.0 project. And France is also going to help 50 million US dollar for the climate projects and women empowerment in microfinance. So these are the areas where both countries are going to help each other in the form of development finance. And in India, if you want to purchase any major purchase related to defense, it has to be cleared by the Defense Acquisition Council. Now the Defense Acquisition Council, they cleared two deals. Number one, Rafale fighter jet marine version, and the second one is about the Scorpion submarine. Defense Acquisition Council, it was established based on the Kargil Review Committee. Okay, Kargil Review Committee. Next, Scorpion class submarines. They are going to be manufactured in Majgaon dock as a part of Project 75. Initially 6 we are manufacturing. Out of that, the sixth one, Vagishir, it began its sea trials in 2023. Rest of the 5 are INS Kalvari, INS Kanderi, INS Karanch, INS Vela, and INS Vagir. It is about the transfer of technology. Now 3 more we are going to build in India as a part of this technology transfer. Then Rafale fighter jets. French company Dassault Aviation, they are building these Rafale fighter jets, and now we are going to import the Rafale fighter jets which can be equipped for our marine usage, and they are going to come up with very high payloads as well. Okay, and the question of yesterday's video, consider the following statements. Enforcement Directorate is a part of Ministry of Home Affairs. No, it enforces the FEMA as well as PMLA rights. So answer is B, second statement only. Next, today's question. Today's question is, Varuna is performed between India and which country? Varuna exercise. Mains question. India and France relationship, which has been steadily strengthening in the recent years, has a long and rich history, from defense cooperation to the trade ties and climate action. India and France have worked together on a host of global issues. Discuss. Okay, on these areas, how India and France relations build on. So this was the main question. And as we are reaching to the end of the video, we'll discuss very quickly the summary what we discussed. In today's video, we discussed about the India-French relations and how the strategic relations begin, and 2047 roadmap, and elimination for the single-use plastic, defense cooperation, and we also discussed about the Indo-Pacific cooperation, okay, and the highest award to our Indian Prime Minister. This is the detailed analysis about the India-France relationship.